Hi, this is Ferre with TaxSaleSupport.com. I'm here with Swenson again, and this is another one of our Property Deal of the Week videos. And we're actually going to be looking at properties that sold recently at auction.
Yeah, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about New York. Now, New York is a tax deed state, which means that you're actually buying the property, and the minimum bid is set at the back taxes and fees.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. They have on-site and online auctions. We're going to be looking at one of the online auctions that occurred here recently. But before we do that, we've noticed that only about 15% of you are subscribed to the channel. So we'd love to encourage you to subscribe so that anytime we produce these, you'll be notified.
Yeah, we'd love to have you as part of the team.
So the auction that we're going to be looking at this week is the Cattaraugus County New York auction, which this ended on October 12th. This was an online auction that was conducted through Auctions International, and we can kind of see here what the online auction page for this looked like. So we're just looking at some of the examples here, and the examples we have here are pretty indicative of what happened here in this auction. So this first property we can see here sold for $27,500, and we can see here it has an assessed value from the county of $61,000. And an estimated value of about $90,400. So they paid about 30% of value, which they did a pretty good job on. But more importantly, it has $1,100 a month in rental potential, income, which they only paid $27,000 for it, and it looked like it was being lived in or used at the time.
Yeah, in fact, that's one thing that's nice about New York is those photos are pretty current photos. In fact, you can see the auction notice there in the front yard. And so, the fact that this is occupied, that's a possible potential rental or renter or buyer.
Yeah. Now let's look at the next example we have here is another home. This property sold for $18,400, I think is the amount. We can see the assessed value on this property is $83,000, and that it had a market of about $119,000 with an $1,800 a month rent estimate. And what's also interesting about it is that on Zillow, it was listed with a whole bunch of interior images where you could see that it was, somebody was in the process, or it had been remodeled, and some of it was still, needed to be remodeled, but, not bad.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of work has been done. And picking it up at that price, it's got a good half-acre lot to it, and not only that, the rent estimate's $1,800 a month.
Yeah.
I mean, that would pay itself off in 10 months.
Yeah, crazy.
10 months.
Yeah, and the value on it's good enough that you could afford to put some money into
fixing
it. Yeah,
when you put another 20 or 30 grand, and everything is ready to go, I mean, you're still into it less than $50,000, and if you can have a fixed up property for under 50 cents on the dollar by the time you've done the rehab, then that's really as good as you can get in tax sale investing.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and one that that has the potential to bring in so much income. I mean, this is nearly $1,800 a month. Is a lot. And to be able to do that starting off with an $18,000 investment is impressive.
Yeah, it was a good deal.
Here we have another house that sold for $39,600. And so we see, it sold for a little bit more than the last house. This one, I think, though, was probably also being lived in and used at the time. It has an assessed value of $109,000, a market value of probably right around $120,000. So again, they're picking these up for about a third of value, and they have potential. This one also rent estimate of $1,700 a month, essentially.
Yeah, another good property. 32 cents on the dollar, good value, good rental. I mean, even this one, you still have plenty of room to put in money for rehab.
Yeah. Here we have another house here. This one sold for $36,000, and it has an assessed value of $75,500, a market value of about $97,000. So again, they picked it up for about a third of value, 37%, precisely. But here, you can see it has $1,300 rent estimate, and appears to be a property that's been fixed up before.
Yeah, well, and with these type of properties, based on their condition, based on their value, if we can get properties between 30 cents on the dollar to 50 cents on the dollar, there's still plenty of profitability, and that's really the cheapest way you can buy property.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, these were all properties that were sold in the Cattaraugus County, New York sale, which just wrapped up here on the 12th of October.
Yeah, so if you'd like to learn more, go ahead and check out our membership program at taxsalesupport.com. It's only $39 a month to month, $29 if you do a year membership.
Yeah, and includes everything from the tax sale lists to live webinars and training. So we think it's the best value in tax sale training, hands down.
Yeah, we definitely think so.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to hit that like button.
Yeah, appreciate it.